Hey, good morning. Welcome to Greater Grace Church, and this is our morning word for you. I'm Pastor Steve Andrulonis. Had quite a evening here in Baltimore, early evening last night with a few storms blowing through, so maybe you are just recovering from that. And I know it hit our neighborhood pretty hard, but maybe it hit your neighborhood too. But we have a word from God here for you this morning, and I'm just thinking about the essence of being humbled. It says, humble yourselves under the mighty hand of God. That's a communication from the Bible. That's a word from the Bible for us. But the question is, can we humble ourselves? That's the question. Can we do things to make if we do something and we feel we're so humble, then obviously we're not humble. We're sort of proud about the fact that we did something humble. But I think the secret to all of this, there's two major themes in the Bible that it's important. And one of the first ones in Genesis 1:27, God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him, male and female, he created them. And we see what God did there. He is the creator. And I think I've read a book recently that talked about pride is us refusing to be creaturely. Do you get that? Turning the word creature into an adverb. We refuse to be creaturely. We refuse to recognize ourselves as being made, as having a source that's beyond ourselves. And we see this is the great trick of the enemy, is to get us to see ourselves as having a capacity to make something of ourselves. When the Lord is saying, you are made in my image and you are called according to my purpose. And if you can live according to my purpose, this is the essence of humility. I have submitted myself not to my own understanding, but I've submitted myself to the understanding of heaven. And and if I lean on my own understanding, we know that that's potential for disaster. But if I lean on the understanding of God, if I recognize that I am created and that He is the creator and that I am made for something, then that is a very important element for us to develop a healthy identity. I think healthy identity, that's one thing that we as believers can present to people. We recognize ourselves on two levels, that we are made by God for His purpose and His design, and that we were chosen in Him from before the foundation of the world. These are truths in the Bible. They're mysterious. They're incomprehensible to the human mind. How can something be made before time even began? But this is the Lord we're talking about, and He made us according to His purpose. Also, we know from the book of Psalms and also from Romans, Paul makes this point pretty clear, that there is none righteous, no, not one. So this is also a doctrine. We were made creatures, we were created, we were creaturely, and then we wanted to be creator as far as our own lives went. And in the garden, when the devil launched his deception, it was basically to get people to stop being creaturely, to stop seeing themselves as being made and having a source. It's an alienation process, and it detaches us mentally, never physically. I mean, that's the great lie out there, is God made humans according to His pleasure, and they are all made alive with His breath. Paul made this point, Acts 17. We are all of one breath and one blood. This is the truth of the Bible. But when we refuse to see this made element of ourselves and start putting our energies into making ourselves what we think we should be or what we feel we should be, then we are in for a rough ride. We are in for trouble because The tree of the knowledge of good and evil is full of bad fruit. And the more you eat, the more poisoned you are, the more toxic it becomes. But we have a maker. We have a creator. We have a lover of our soul. He so loved us, he sent his son to die for us and to rectify the situation that was corrupted. The moment we decided we didn't want to worship the creator, we wanted to be makers. We wanted to be makers and use our own intelligence and our ability. Now let's just be honest. God created us with a lot of capacity. He set eternity in our hearts, it says in Ecclesiastes. So there's a lot of avenues that we can travel. Human beings are amazing. We are amazingly creative and capable beings, and God made us that way for his glory. And if we submit what we are made of to him, our maker, then the possibilities are glorious. Glorious, that's it. The possibilities are glorious because when we submit to him as our maker and creator and allow him to use us to reflect his nature and his reality, then we bring glory to him. We bring glory to him. People see him in us. Okay, that's my word for today. I'm Steve Andrulonis. Have a great one. Thanks for being a part of Greater Grace today.